Hey guys, it's Past Eleanor, and I want to share with you, as you can read by the title, my very first Comic-Con experience. So, here we go. What happened is, my friend, let's call her A. She had invited me to Comic-Con. She called me and she was like, hey, my mom and I are going to Comic-Con and we have an extra ticket and we were wondering if you want to come with. And I was like, hell yeah, I want to go. And she was like, okay, so it's this time and you don't have to pay anything because we've already got the ticket. And I was like, okay. So I ran it through with my mom and she was okay with it. So after I had gotten off the phone and gotten done talking to my mom, I began to panic because I was still a mega beginner with cosplay. So I was like, what am I going to wear? So I started raiding around my room, raiding my closet, and finally I found some Chara Dreamier cosplay that I had made like 3 months ago. It was literally just a long sleeve green sweater with a yellow stripe that I had painted on. So I decided to throw that on. Well, I decided to grab that. I didn't throw it on yet, but then I put on some black pants and I grabbed some black pants and I grabbed some brown shorts. Well, while waiting, I decided to make a little flowy prop. But right after I got done making it, my friend A had called me and she was like, hey, so I'm not sure we're going to be able to go to Comic-Con. And I was like, why not? And she was like, well, my mom isn't so sure that it's family friendly. And I was absolutely devastated because I was like, I'm going to miss out on going to Comic-Con? So what happened is I decided to go on to their the Comic-Con's YouTube channel, and pull up their most recent video, which said family friendly in the advertisement. So I sent it to A, and she showed it to her mom, and I waited, and her mom finally approved it again, which made us both extremely happy. So when the day came for her to pick me up to bring me to her place, I couldn't find my shorts for my cosplay, so I had to grab some denim shorts, which they didn't look too bad, but I do not like denim whatsoever. It makes me feel so restricted. But anyway, when we were there, we had gotten a few errands done, and we went into town to go to Party City so that we could buy some costume makeup for our cosplay. We bought a whole bunch of special effects stuff, some hair dye. My friend was going as her OC, and as I've already said, I went as Chura. So I originally had colored my entire top lip black and exaggerated my smile a bit, but I didn't really like it, so I decided to scrap that idea and just put blood splatters on my face and add her infamously pale face and bright red cheeks. So I might link my cosplay account down in the description. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, A and I had gotten into our cosplay, and we did it quite early since we were heading early. And when we got there was already so long of a line, it wasn't even funny. Have you ever seen a Black Friday line? It's pretty much just like that, but once we got into line, I was looking around and I was like, I know your cosplay, and I was just calling them. I was calling the name by the character they were cosplaying, and I was just going insane because the moment was so surreal. Well, anyways, the line was extremely long, but it was slowly moving, and it was actually a bit chilly outside since we decided to go really early. So we just slowly kept moving towards the front of the line. Oh, and I forgot to mention the night before, right before we went to bed, A and I decided to make a prop for my costume. We took a giant knife she had in her kitchen, traced it out onto some cardboard, cut out the cardboard, painted the handle black, and then added some tin foil onto the blade to make it shiny. Well, anyway, when we got to the front of the line, they checked our bags. They put the special tag that they put on prop weapons to show other cosplayers that it's been approved. And then once we got in, I was amazed. It was so big. There were so many booths, so many different cosplayers, and I was absolutely in heaven. We were bouncing around, and A's mom told us, "Now, girls, remember, it's okay to ask cosplayers to take a picture with them." Well, we did that. A was at first really shy about doing it and was like, no, let's not. But after a while, she was like, oh my gosh, look, oh my gosh, look. So we went and got pictures with them, and it was a lot of fun. And yes, I did get something from that convention. A and I had earned some money from pulling weeds in her backyard. And so what I did is I got a drabbit, which is a cute little shoulder puppet. Mine is a panda, but it looks more like a lion, which I love lions and bears, as you can tell by Eleanor. But anyways, it was just a really fun experience, and just, I don't know how else to explain it other than surreal. We stopped to get some food, but there's a weird thing that I have, that whenever I go somewhere fun, I completely lose my appetite. I don't know what it is, probably just me not wanting to miss out on anything.